Right everyone, welcome back to another episode from Gin's Gone Walkabout. I'm Kai, we're out on a test. It's lovely and snowing for once. But this is basically a test night. I got my assault vest that I managed to fit my what's it called, webbing belt and everything too. And I've also got a turtleback burr gun on. I'm testing out that rides for later on in the year. I'm going to be doing some real long distance travels, all on foot. I'm also out tonight testing out a sleep shelter, which would be the Zelter shelter. Obviously, if it all goes to crap, I got my good old hooch, bivvy and everything else. So, thank you for clicking on. It's much appreciated. God bless you all. Let's do this. As you guys are probably aware in the previous clip, I said I got a Zelter shelter. It cost me, I think it was about 70 quid off Amazon. When I was first looking at them, they were like 180 quid. Now, I'm a big advocate of kit that does different jobs. But 180 quid just to throw on something that I might not even like, a bit much. But 70 quid, 80 quid, meh. Really, most people say that's a bit nuts, but I no longer smoke drugs. By that I don't smoke weed, I don't smoke fags or anything else. So, I got the money to just throw it in now. Not gonna lie. So, I decided to order myself one Wednesday, I think it was. Yeah, Wednesday. Same time I ordered my boots, which are the Free Soldier tactical boots. And damn, they are so comfy, it is worth it. Beyond the point, I just honestly, wow. I've only ever had one set of boots that's ever been this comfy off the start, and then they changed them, and they ruined them. I'll be straight up. And that was the denim fishing boots. Yeah, so, then I got these ordered and they were yesterday, so I was out on a overnight camp. You'll probably see that video before this one. If not, you see it after this one. So, but comfort wise, top notch. Top notch, not gonna lie. So yeah, anyway, less about the boots. I got a Zelter shelter, I got the poncho tent tarp version, because obviously I'm not exactly a tent person, because I don't like all the effing around that comes with it. Having to put up all the extra poles, the flies and everything else. So, straight up honest. It's why you've seen in other videos I had a green top bivvy tent. I ended up selling that. Bloody horrible thing. Too much effing around with poles. Not my thing. So I got the Zelter shelter. I got a typical, say, poncho basher type thing in DPM. In my bag with it, just in case. Oh, it's lovely up there. Ooh, slushy. But anyway, so I'm out here to test that. Didn't really find any good videos about the weather testing and everything else. But Survival Dads, I'll put a link to his channel below so you can go check him out. I don't even know the bloke, I haven't spoke to him or anything else, but I'm going to promote his channel there. You know how it is. And the Zelter shelter links to that dude's channel. Lee, I think it is. I'll put that below as well. But from what I've read in their comments and in people's descriptions of it and everything else, it can handle the wind and everything pretty well. So some of you's going, if you don't like a tent, why did you get a tent? Because it's inflatable poled, people. Yeah. And if not, I got an emergency shelter. I put it up at home, just inside, just to have a quick gander, open it, have a look. But it literally turned up yesterday. I was already out on an overnighter, so I walked back, picked it up, reset kit, and I'm off again. So, you know how it is. So yeah, I suppose I'll see you in a bit. Right. This will be before, even though I filmed it filmed this after when I was basically leaving. When I start going off on a bit on one because of my biased opinion, saying it's not worth 70 quid, that's a lie. It's worth 70 quid all day long. 180, I can't exactly say yeah on that yet, because well, I only dealt with what I would call normal conditions, which is like 40-50 miles an hour wind. That ain't storm conditions for me. Up here anyway, that's just standard standard weather. But yeah, 70 quid I would recommend it. This is going to be before my bias rant, just to give everyone a heads up, so you can actually see the difference and everything. Worth it. Damn, that's come up there and it's buried in itself in the ground. But anyway, yes, I would recommend it for 70 quid. We're going to see what it's like in the real harsh storm conditions, and then I'll tell you if it's worth its recommended retail price when I first looked at it at 180 quid. So, and that is the new and improved 2021 version with the extra storm flaps and other shenanigans. So, yes. Would I recommend it for 70 quid? Yes. Obviously, like I said, I haven't tested it in hard storm conditions yet. I just tested it in normal conditions for me, which is like 40-50 miles an hour wind up here. It's a standard thing. So when I test it out in harsher conditions, I'll give you my thoughts on that one as well. Right guys, this is the Zelter shelter it comes in. It comes in an actual really pretty damn tough dry bag, I ain't gonna lie. Pretty damn good dry bag. It's got all the instructions here in my bobber, but this is going to be a real world test. Like I said, I got it literally delivered yesterday, put it in my pack today, and we're pretty much looking at storm conditions tonight, so, you know, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, once again, Zelter shelter comes in a nice pack. Weather, I'm going to be dry, warm and everything else tonight is left to be sought and thought of. Like I said, it comes in a nice dry bag. This is the package. Got that over there. It comes in this beautifully arranged. Obviously I say pre-packed, but it's not, because I've ragged it out already and had a little bit of a gander at it at home. But if you want, it's got a nice little carry handle, which, to be honest, ain't too bad. Right, I'm going to quickly chuck down my ground sheet, and then we're going to get this bad boy put up. But we're going to do this real world style, so you actually see what is a going in, shall we say. I'm going to cheat and just take two tent pegs for this. Stick you there a minute. More than likely, it's not going to be stuck out like this. I'll just cheat in a minute. I'm just opening this up. Because I don't even know if 100% sure it's even going to fit between these two trees, but we're going to find out anyway, because that is the name of the game, people. Take these Andy my bobbers off. Oh, isn't it lovely that I know how to use proper English terms? So yeah, bands come off. Yeah. Roll out the Zelter. Figure out which way it goes. Like such. Oh, look at that, it does fit against between the trees. Wait there, let me adjust the camera angle so you guys can see what I'm doing. Sorry about you guys having to put up my mugshot. I hope it doesn't bother you. Yes, you can see now. There's a little tubey thing here, you blow through. Right, just give you a pre-warning, I haven't blown it up completely. I'm just gonna peg it out a little bit and then attack it even better by blowing it up properly. I'm just gonna get everything situated in it and basically set it up, and then I'm gonna blow it up even more, basically. I'm just making sure I've got everything situated nicely. Now, we're going to come get our tent pegs. I literally packed all this about 10 minutes before rushing out. So, excuse if it's not completely perfect and pretty. Like I said, I haven't done it perfectly blown it up. I just want to get it kind of situated out and see how it's going to go. Obviously, I'm about to put some more air in this. I kind of get why that ain't more in there, but you know, maybe that's just how it's designed. So yeah, I'll peg this out and then I'll see if I can peg out the sides a little bit better. Mind you people, this is the first time I've used this, mind. Just so your heads up. It could be an absolute amazing piece of equipment. Obviously, like I said, this is my first time setting it up. Actually properly with tent pegs and everything. It does have a little footboxy tin over this side for taller individuals, but I'll be honest, I'm a short arse, so I probably won't need it. Storing flaps on it to cover the zips. Storm flaps to cover zips and everything. Seems alright to be fair. Generally seems like an alright piece of kit. Yeah, anyway. I'm going to get everything set up properly and that, see if I can tighten it all up a little bit better. We'll go from there, people. Yeah, I put up a poncho, sleep sheet, whatever you want to call them these days, just so I had somewhere to actually put my kit under and keep it kind of dry, out of the way. The hailstones and everything, pretty savage. Just protected most of that was protected through. As you can see, that's the amount of L stains we got. Ain't exactly on the small side. Yeah, how do I put this? If I got to put up an extra shelter to keep my shit dry, I might as well have just come with the sleek sheet. I'm loving the concept of it all and everything else, but like, as a tent, no. Maybe it's just me because of the amount of kit I got, but personally, yeah, I got like a load of crap in there, like actual stuff that I'm going to need to get to, and actually like food, coffees and everything else, because it ain't like I can just grab it out of that. I'm going to try and open the door slightly, I suppose, make a vestibule of some kind. But yeah, for 70 quid, bit of a joke. If I'd have paid 180 quid, like I said, I'd have been sending it straight back, like, give me my money back. But as an emergency shelter, I suppose 70 quid's a lot of money when you can just buy a Mylar thing. You're just, not that, right, I'm not being horrible, trying to shite on anyone's parade, but that poncho was 20 quid. My bivvy, you can buy for 40 quid. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So even then, it's still cheaper. Because either way, you'll have to buy a shelter kit anyway. And it's like, really? At least with that, I also got rain gear. Same with this, yeah, don't get me wrong, it is rain gear. But that, I can literally just pop my hood open, done. That, I got to unzip and do a load of other crap to get it open. And I'm like, yeah. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I've got me salt mortar on for basically do some food. I've got a Trangia on there. Just slowly going. Roughly about 5 tent pegs. Got 4 around the Trangia. And one there just kind of propping up the back of me mess kit. I just want to be doing some water. Bergen there. Sleek sheet. And I just got me bits and bobs there. Obviously you can see the times. 8:30, 6. My boots there. Now, they're the Free Soldier boots. They are quality and comfy. Bit filthy at the moment because I only got them Thursday night. See, that is just rubbish. I'm going to be throwing away in a bit. That's exactly why I emptied this box. So I could. But yeah, this is my coffee of choice for camping. Caramel. This is what I'm going to be doing for tea. That's what the water's for. Yeah. That is. Like I say, first impressions. Not impressed with the Zelter shelter, to be honest. Lee, the dude that owns the Zelter shelter, if you're watching this, all I gotta say is, could you add more tie-out points, like along the edges, so you can actually tie out this stuff on maybe like a nice one on the side, because that one there, you can't exactly tie it out properly. But I reckon some more along the edges, both sides, be absolutely perfect, because you can't quite torque the sides out properly. Whereas I found if you would be able to torque the sides out, and probably more guideline tops on the top, instead of having it like right over here, if you could get one like pretty much right on top, that would be perfect. Because whatever that is, I don't really know, I don't really care. And this, like, you put a slight little bit of this bows, so we're going to see what it's holding up to, like, to sleep in and everything else. Because to be fair, how do I put it? Right there. Little update, I fixed the crooked pole. It turns out I pegged it in the wrong point. Yeah, I never thought I'd ever say that. I pegged something out in the wrong type. There's actually there's one. Oh, I can't really see it. Turn the light so you can see it. This is the one I was meant to use, but I ended up using not the one that was there. So on that, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I didn't, that was my own stupidity. Not gonna lie, that was my own stupidity. But I would like to see more target points in the future on Zelter shelters, like especially along the side edges. That make life so much easier, to be fair. Yeah, definitely, because it allows you to basically peg it out a little bit better along the side. To kind of stop the sides flapping in, but I kind of understand why. But yeah, just a little update, I figured that out. So I pegged it out again in the right target point, and it's kind of fixed the side of it here. This is where it was, the reminders. That's all nice and straight now. So, but I still want to see video, like an actual video of it out in like real storm weather. Because what most people call storm weather, where I'm to, that's just standard weather. Like right now, this is like no wind and it's unheard of. Like where I'm to, normally the gales are blowing a beast, that's why I tend to use a basher. But I'm hoping that this will stand up to standard weather and actual storm weather, so to speak. But, yeah, I do apologise about saying about this. I figured that out. I thank you. Well, I say thank you. Well, yeah, I kind of thank you for putting in the target point where it needed to be. And I'm sorry that I was too stupid to realise that. You know? Let's see how it goes. Because the time is now. Watch. It's 8 o'clock at night. So I'm having a brew and everything. Reading my Bible. And then I'll be getting probably ready to go to bed. But I'm sorry about getting irritated by it earlier with the poll. It was unintentional. Alright, I got on that. I just think I was wrong about this shelter. I was absolutely roasting in here. I'm not even in my sleeping bag or a sleep system or anything, I literally just got my softers on. I'm laid on top of my bivvy bag because I wasn't 100% sure how it is gonna react. So I don't know if it was gonna condensate really bad or anything else. I left the top open slightly just to let a bit of air in, right, stop it condensating so bad. But from like what people were saying, that the condensation ain't that bad in these tents. Because the material's made out of or something. But oh my days, it's warm. It's warm in here. I gotta take that off. See me bald head? I'm doing me softy and me fleece. I'm just sat here like roasting. Honestly, probably not even gonna call in my bivvy bag until like, I start actually like getting cold. I gotta admit, I am tired. I'm probably gonna finish my break next to you there. Stand on my top. And then call it a night. It's held up. Oh, I'm starting to get your standard weather up here. Like windy. Doing alright to be fair. I sorted out the bow in the thing. That's my bad. So I do apologise, Lee. The guy that created Zelter Shelter. The Zelter Shelter. Yeah, I do apologise earlier. I'm pretty sure my first opinion was a bit biased, shall we say. That's all I can say, it's probably a bit biased. So I'm so used to using bashers and ponchos and bivvy bags that when I put this up it seemed, I'll be totally honest, it seemed like a gimmick. Like one of those items that you spend your money on and you regret it like big time. But the past few hours of me just being sat here and brewing up and everything else, I can say that it's starting to grow on me. Quite enjoy it, quite nice. Like, I'm a short ass, so my feet ain't even, I can't even put my feet in the thing where I'm tilting. Got close to lay down. I probably got hurt. In the light. They're like 2 inches from the top. So I imagine if I scooted right down I could probably get enough room to get a pack in here and everything as well. But I don't like the idea of having to sleep on the side. So I think I'm going to do a lot more experimenting with this system. And we're going to go from there basically and just see how it goes. Like this ain't a review or anything. This is just a have a gander at it because I brought one. See what it's like, see if I like it. And just go from there. Obviously, if you look on my channel, I've only ever did one review. And that was on a piece of kit I really liked. And that was the Helicon-Tech Swagman roll. Oh yeah, imagine if you did like a quilted section for this. That'd be epic. If you do, send me one. I want to test it out. Because I got all kinds of naff weather. So yeah. First impressions, I didn't like it at first, I'll be totally honest. Whereas now, let's actually light myself up so you can actually see me. Bright light. So yeah, first impressions, like when I first put it up and everything else, I pitched it wrong. That's probably why it didn't work as good as I wanted it to. I would have thought it would have worked. But now it's like growing on me, I quite like it. I quite like it. But hopefully we'll get some stormy conditions and we'll be able to test it properly. And I'll give you my feedback, what I think about it in the morning as well. But all in all, at the moment, I quite enjoy it. I'm quite liking it. It's bleeding warm in here. Well, there, bud. I'll bring you back, people. Right, guys. I'm basically going to kit. It's about 9:30. I'm hanging out my arse. Sorry, the camera's just picking up that it's flashing when it's not. But yeah, I'm literally going to sleep like this at the moment. I'm not in a bivvy or anything like this. Got my trousers, my soft trousers on, some socks, beanie, this, and I'm bleeding warm. Tonight's temperature is actually maybe colder than last night's temperature. In last night's temperature, I used my hand warmers and shit, basically just to kind of warm up my bivvy. Where this, I'm just on top of me bivvy and me Swagman roll, and I'm literally just about a kit piece. shall see you all in the morning, I suppose, people. Good night. Not gonna lie, I was quite impressed with it from last night. Time's now, check me watch, 22 minutes past it. I did get up about 6 o'clock. I just been led in the shelter, just like, in all fairness, I will give it its due. It's relatively warm in there. It's actually pretty alright in there. I'm not gonna lie. One bit I really am quite surprised with. It didn't condensate on the actual body, but this bit got a little bit of condensation on it, and the actual seams, if I can show you the finger, it's a bit, oh, that's not really showing yet, it's actually a little bit condensated. Other than that, the actual body of the material is fine. Oh, sorry about the spastic sheet. Had some pretty messed up dreams last night, not gonna lie. But, yeah. Yeah, that brought it all the wind. To be honest, it's just pretty calm, to be honest, in comparison to what I normally get here. And like you're probably aware from the past couple of videos, all my past videos up here, it's just my common little camp spots. Normally pretty windy. Like most people would say storm condition wind, but to me it's just standard wind. Held up nicely. Held up nicely. I can't wait to actually test it in proper storm conditions. Well, what I call storm conditions, which is more like what people would probably call hurricane conditions. Like 70-mile-an-hour winds and things like that. Up here last night is just standard, like. Yeah, up here I was only being like 40 to 50 miles an hour wind last night. Just standard wind up where I am. Nothing special. I want to test it in some proper hardcore conditions and see actually what it's like. Because not everywhere I go is it just standard wind. No. And on top of Brecon Beacons, Penny found when I camped there. We took out like easily 2 hours worth of firewood. And that's even here with like 40 or 50 miles an hour gusts. Would have been like easy, like an hour or two. The wind was that bad out there, it burned it out in like 10-15 minutes. Like the whole lot of wood just gone. Right. Oh, sorry people. Even Jurassic Coast, get some pretty gnarly weather down there, like when I goes down there, because I quite enjoy it. I'd like to see what it's like down there as well. Couldn't handle up to the battering of the British weather, like hardcore British weather. Because obviously, as people understand, I'm not what I call a warm weather wanderer. I'm out in some of the most nitty and gritty weathers that British can throw at me. Like, yeah, for the hailstone wise yesterday, held up really well. Rain, held up. Sorry about the shaking. I haven't got you on my yeah, obviously I figured out the thing. So that was my stupidity. Held up nicely. I'm not like dead. Didn't collapse on me. So we're all good there. Boots and that in there as well. There is like 6 tons of junk in there, I'm not gonna lie. rubbish, coffees, and all the other good stuff. Talking about coffee. I shall bring you back in a moment, people. Don't worry, people, that tripod there, I'm making into a shelter. At some point, I just kind of ain't got round to it. I turn it into like a teepee, and I wrap it in that shrink wrap stuff. Right, I have to be honest, I was a bit harsh on this shelter yesterday. Totally honest, I was harsh as bleak on the shelter yesterday. The more I've basically used it just over the space of the night, I'm actually really like it. I'm not gonna lie. I actually really do like it. Which is quite weird because normally if I'm harsh on a piece of kit, my thoughts don't ever change. If I think it's a piece of crap in the beginning, normally I could use it for like 6 months and it'd still be a piece of crap in my eyes. This is the first bit of kit I can honestly say that my mind's actually changed on. Which I'd be quite surprised with. Quite surprised. Yeah. Never thought I'd see that. It's actually held up really nice. It's all like sturdy and everything. It was bent because of my stupidity. Yeah, okay. I'm throwing that straight out there. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I kind of, yeah, I actually do quite like this. I won't be using it as a poncho or anything anytime soon up here anyway. Yeah, it's rip it up and shred it type place. Loads of thistles, thorns, hawthorn bushes, and yeah, all the nasty stuff that would ruin it quite quickly. Obviously, I have my DPM Gore-Tex anyway, so, and it's the thicker Gore-Tex, not the thin stuff that ain't that good. So, yeah. But this I got of it. It's grown on me to the point I actually quite like it. I can imagine if I used a smaller kit or got a Bergen cover, probably won't be such a bad idea. Really, I didn't think of that. I just chucked a load of crap in a bag and in my tack vest with and was like, let's go! And didn't actually really put much thought into it. Because I just carried all my stuff like I was camping under my bash hut like I would normally. Because that's what I'm so used to. But this might actually make me lighten the load a bit. Yeah. It might make me lighten the load. And get a Bergen cover. I've been meaning to, but where I've always been able to just chuck it under my bash hut, I never really seem to need to. Or now I actually see the need for a Bergen cover. And maybe not have to carry so much equipment. Because like, in my vest I've always got like my water filtration systems and everything else. I say systems because like I carry a millbank bag, which generally don't take up that much room, but I got a Catadin filter, and quite big and bulky, not gonna lie. Paul, I would have carried my mini well one, but I gotta get replacement filters for mine. So yeah, there is that. Also, I do carry a lot of equipment. My cook systems ain't exactly the smallest. But yeah, it's not too shabby. Like obviously, I come out with 2 shelter systems yesterday, just in case, I'm not gonna lie. this shelter system and a poncho. I know a lot of people's gonna go, that's just that's a waterproofing layer. No, I used a poncho for years as my shelter. I only ended up getting a 3x3 tarp for it because I got a hammock. And that's legitly honest there. The only reason I got a hammock with a 3x3 tarp originally was because I got a hammock. Well, I don't have a hammock anymore, so I don't have a 3x3 tarp. For obvious reasons. Because I don't need one. Just so you're aware, if you guys that are going to be like, well, why don't you have a hammock anymore? I was homeless, living in a shed. 18 months of that was in a hammock. Kind of fed up with hammocks, to be honest. Quite enjoyed just throwing some on the ground and sleeping. It's understandable. Understandable. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. It was pretty alright in there last night. Pretty damn alright. Can't moon at that. Cannot moon. I'm gonna get my arse up in a second. Start getting my kit situated and everything else. So, I'll see you in a minute, I suppose. Obviously now I'm going to take it down. This is what I quite like about this. Apart from the fact it's got a lovely dry bag, which is pretty damn big and nice. So you can get your water in that as well. But I could just literally come in and just basically does it itself. It's mint. How good's that? Like, and that's real world as well. That's not like sped up or anything else. That is literally just collapses itself for you. It's lush. Trying to figure out this out. There's the peak. There it goes. Probably would have to flip it over. I'll do that a second. Probably not even rolled up the neatest, but it don't matter. This is fitting me Bergen anyway, and I can always just To be honest, it folds up to about the same size as the basher if you screw it up. So, I call that a win in my book. And unlike a lot of tents, what I found is that they don't exactly give you a big stuff sack, so to speak, where this is pretty damn generous. I imagine if I was just taking this and me wubby and me swagman roll, I could probably just stick all this in one kit. I can just shove it down in there. So out of the whole pack, like, it's down there and I could still compress it even more if I wanted. And it's a dry bag, so if it had rained all over your kit, oh yeah, we'll put away. I'm sorry about my biased opinion earlier at the beginning of this video, but I quite like it now. I quite like it. But that was just one night use. We're going to go test it in some real naff conditions. Like, I mean, where most people would probably just pack up and go home. Because that's just the type of lush weather I like being out in. So, stay tuned for future users. And we will get to the point where we will review this at some point, because I like the concept of this shelter system. The fact I got a tarp, poncho and tent all in one go. But more testing is needed. And I'm going to give a proper in-depth hardcore review, because some of the ones I've seen on YouTube, pretty naff and pants, to be honest. Like, it's almost like they took it out on a beautiful sunny day and they're like, oh yes, this is what I could do with it, and there's no actual hardcore use in it I've seen. So we're going to take it out and do that hardcore use. Stay tuned. Alright guys, I just thought I'd do a quick show you again. It all sits perfect, even with my turtle back. This is my assault vest. Obviously, as you can see, I got a webbing belt on. If I turn to the side, canteen on both sides. One side's got me cook kit in as well, this side's got me cook kit in. This side, I think, got me mess tins. Obviously all my other bits and bobs. Sorry about the sun. If I lean, it might work better for you. I might look like I'm upright. But that is that. And it sits alright. I get the burger gun. Make sure my straps are sat right. I get the burger gun. There's a little tip for you lot when you put it on your burger. Grab it like that. Throw it up over you. Sort out your straps. And it pulls down on your back nicely. I can get all these straps. They actually go underneath my assault vest, above me thingy covers. My thingy covers. Webbing belt set. And it sits right where they need to on the head. Obviously, get the hand out the way. Obviously everyone, I say everyone, from what I've seen not everyone actually knows, but you've got your hips, obviously your trousers sit on, and you've got the nice soft bit between your ribs, like between your hips and ribs. That's where your burden strap's meant to go. Yeah? So mine actually sits in there perfectly. I can't actually show you because of this, but yeah, it sits there perfect. So even with my big turtle pack, which I think is a 60 litre, I'm not 100% sure, 50 or 60, I'm saying more 60, maybe a bit bigger. it's absolutely lovely. But I'm gonna get a Bergen cover, so when I start using the Zelter more, I can just cover me Bergen and me wedding and not have to worry about it getting absolutely soaked. But on that note, people, I'm gonna love you and leave you. I thank you for clicking on. Lee, Survival Dad Dude, I can't remember your name. Sorry about my biased opinion in the beginning of this video. Obviously, as you can see, I'm a bashing military man, you might as well say. That is my style of camping. So I apologise about my biased opinion, but I will admit, Lee, your shelter has grown on me on that little night in it. And I can honestly say, I'm looking forward to using it more. And we're going to get some real hardcore footage in some really naff conditions. Okay, buddy? If you are, if you do end up watching this, I don't know actually if you will, but you know how it is. But other than that, people, I thank you for watching. Feel free to hit the like button, dislike button if you want, I don't care. Hit the subscribe button, or don't hit the subscribe button, once again, I don't care. But on that note, people, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Until next time, stay safe, God bless you all, sayonara.